Leap of Faith is a really cool moment in gaming. Like, the feeling when you get to do it in the game is really amazing, but it actually is useful in gameplay. So it's not just there because it's cool looking. You use the Leap of Faith mostly when in escape sequences. So we have these fantastic escape sequences where guards and enemies can follow you throughout the crowds, throughout the cities, on rooftops. Depending on their skill, they can come from all different directions. If you stop on a rooftop in a chase sequence, you'll see them crawling up from everywhere, using the ladders, jumping across. It's really pretty spectacular, and because they're so good, the chase sequences are intense and fast-paced. So what you want to do as a player is break the line of sight, so get away from them, and then what you want to do is find a place to hide so then they can't figure out where you went. There are different ingredients in the city that let you hide. One of them is a bale of hay, and a good way to get away from guards is to climb up a building, look for a place where you know a bale of hay is on the other side, do your leap of faith, and then they lose the line of sight with you, and then you're hidden in that spot. Altair actually has a Christian mother and a Muslim father, but he really doesn't have any religious beliefs. He's more of a spiritual guy, and I think that's also your role in the game, is you're not taking sides. As an assassin, you're a third party, and the Third Crusade is really this feuding for power with all of these guys on both sides of the fence, and you are on the outside trying to stop the Third Crusade. If you want, as a gamer, you can decide to help the population out. So if you find guards or people picking on a monk, later they will help you out by letting you blend in because you kind of look like them. Or if you find a woman being harassed, you can help her out, and there'll be a different kind of ingredient in the crowd, which is like her boyfriend and his gang, which are kind of like a bunch of, we call them vigilantes, and they'll stop guards who are pursuing you, so they'll get in the way and block people who are in pursuit. And along with the variety of NPCs, they all have different voices, they have different accents based on where they're from. A lot of work has gone into the ambience, and also they all have different roles to play. So there's different types of characters that you'll learn to recognize. The drunk guy who's stumbling over and will fall onto you or push you and trip you. The crazy guy, the beggars who will, run after you and become... So really we've treated all the crowd as kind of classic gameplay ingredients. Back in the day on old gen systems you had fire traps or, classic things that you have to learn to avoid or create a little puzzle for how you're getting through things. That's all done in the crowd now in a realistic way. What we use a lot of is actually military, so things that really exist in the environment. This is the Third Crusade. There are certain places you're not supposed to be. Like, for example, if a guard is guarding a rooftop and he's an archer or whatever, and you're not supposed to be there, if you get up there, you're probably in trouble. So you can use, we can use actually the real immersive ingredients to keep people from going where we don't want